Tempers were flaring outside the Greek parliament Friday as protesters opposed to the government's new austerity measures battled with police. Many of them were hurling stones from a distance rather than grappling up close. But there were some arrests. Earlier, riot police had used tear gas and baton charges to disperse rioters who chased away ceremonial guards from the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And a top trade union leader was roughed up by left-wing protesters as well, although he traded blows with his assailants before being whisked away, his clothes torn and bloody. The battles damaged a metro entrance and other structures too. Lawmakers approved the plan for spending cuts and higher taxes despite the anger on the streets and work stoppages and strikes, which shut hospitals, schools, and public transportation. Strikes have also blocked the new measure being printed as well because of a sit-in at the government press. Protesters there hung up signs outside the building reading, "Occupation, that's enough." Under Greek law, new legislation has to be published in the government gazette. Greece's belt-tightening is an attempt to save 4.8 billion euros, the equivalent of $6.5 billion, to stabilize the country's finances. And while Greek Prime Minister George Papandreou was getting heat from his own people, he was seeking and getting support elsewhere in Europe. He met Friday with Jean-Claude Juncker, a top European finance minister. Juncker hailed the Greek moves.
I think that the financial markets have clearly understood that the measures taken by Greece are tough and credible measures, and they are.
Bond markets need to be satisfied so they'll be willing to lend Greece money under what Papandreou considers to be reasonable conditions. And the country's partners using the euro currency want to avoid a big bailout for Greece. After a meeting with Papandreou Friday, the German chancellor said he didn't ask for one. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.